Or you may have even had a member of your team bring that to you in the first place. I've done exactly what you've asked of me. Why should I need to do more? Well, this past week, I was spending some time doing some coaching with one of my CEO friends, and she was struggling with one of her team members who had been with her a long time, was a VP in her organization, and was not promoted. What she did is promoted another individual who had been with the organization about half the time of the more senior person who had been there for about 7 or 8 years. And this individual who had been there for a longer period of time brought it to her and asked her the questions, asked the CEO the questions. Hey, have I always done what you've expected of me? And she said, yes. Have I always done and delivered exactly what you've asked me to? And she said, yes. Haven't I shown my loyalty? Of course you have. But she still ended up promoting the person who had been there for less than half the time of this individual. So I also got an opportunity to spend a little bit of one-on-one time with this VP who was not promoted. And after hearing the conversation, hearing why he felt he should be in that role, I said a couple of things to him that really seemed to resonate. And I want to share that with you because it made a difference to me, and I think it'll make a difference to many of you that are actually watching this. And it's a little bit of a quip, but I think it's important to understand this both in the context of our careers as well as in the context of business itself, and it's this. Meeting expectation will get you paid. Exceeding expectations are how careers are made. Think about that for a second and use that in the context of the business world as well, right? My organization, Qualigence, we can meet the expectation of a client that's in writing and still lose that client. It doesn't seem to make sense. Well, think about it. Competition is rampant. If somebody else exceeds expectations, I'm not going to get that next deal. So let's think about it in the context of that business transaction, if you want to call it relationship, right? Meeting expectations of your client, of our client, will get us paid on that invoice. Exceeding expectations is how that next deal is made, that next invoice is made. We've got to understand that both in our personal careers and in our business objectives. Now, that hit this VP like a ton of bricks. And as I reflected on that, I thought, boy, this is something that all of us should be living by based on all the competition we have, whether it's in our own organizations or the businesses that are competing with our businesses for that same business. So I'll just leave you with this. Meeting expectations will and should get you paid. Exceeding expectations are how careers